When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
So that really sucks that the whole town got wiped out no matter what we did. So it makes Kilika a lot smaller of a place to explore, that's for sure. One of the longest cutscenes though is coming up real quick, right after the save point, which I'm going to use. It's actually really,
Greetings.
really beautiful
I am the summoner
cutscene.
Yuna. I have
does
come from
really
the temple in
kinda drag
Besaid.
on.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BTA.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
Strangely, there actually is another summoner here, so I'm not really sure why Yuna does the sending other than for plot purposes, or to show you.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Huh?
Just saving it here real quick, and alright. So they want me to see if I can help in town, but really what it means is watch a super long cutscene. As Yuna sends all the dead, which, like you saw in the previous cutscene, is quite a few people.
What's a sending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this? It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Alright, now we can control it. Yeah, alright, now we can control the character again. So it doesn't let you go back upstairs. So there's clearly nothing to explore up there. Little kid running around. If you're wondering what this thing is, it's actually like a tutorial thing. Allows you to kind of see different things. Can be helpful.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Now we gotta go find Waka.
Ah, there you are. Be said, Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Halloran used to live in the Kilika Temple here. Yep, Lord O'Halloran was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victories, oh, good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
And another output primer lets me pick it up. There we go. 4T equals D. And now we go to the jungle. If I'm not mistaken, you actually have the ability to kind of just walk on and not save the girl, and of course it doesn't show what happens to the girl, but you can only imagine. Real quick before I hit the jungle, I did actually get some items earlier. I'm gonna equip. And as you can see, the items are, they do different things. The longsword that I originally started off with doesn't do anything, but the Brotherhood gives plus 5% strength and has 3 empty slots. For the Brotherhood specifically, once you get to a further point in the game, it actually gains the abilities in those 3 spots, but for most items like this one, you actually have to use basically item synthesis in order to get different things. when you use other items that have different abilities and whatnot, like you'll use antidotes in order to add poison or add like poison defense to your items. So there's a lot of customization later on in the game for sure. Okay, so that's all I got. So early on in the game, what I like to focus on with the items is more of the strength and defense and that type of thing. But once you get later on in the game, when you get further in the sphere grid, it's not as helpful. So I'm going to save real quick because there's a semi-boss fight coming up. But the bonus strength and stuff isn't as helpful once you get higher and you basically are maxed out.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that... well...
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
Okay. Random boss fight? Or random encounter? Random boss fight. It's a new thing to Final Fantasy.
Kimari, why don't you use...
Never know when you
What's
get
up,
the hardest boss.
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heal, but when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes look...
Hey, sounds cool.
So Ronso is effectively the blue mage of the game. So he uses Lancet to gain the abilities of enemies. So knowing what the enemies, like, abilities he can absorb is pretty helpful. So that you know to use it, or to use the Lancet. Otherwise it just heals him a little bit, and it's not really an effective weapon or attack at all. So we have this Ochu coming up here. Though it is really cool
The
because he
fiend
does
before
gain
us is
full
Ochu,
overdrive
Lord of the Wood. We've
when
had
he
trouble
uses
with this
the
one
Lancet
before.
on a
Remember,
enemy that gains an
discretion is the
ability.
better part of valor.
And his overdrive is, of course, the abilities that he gains. He starts off with one, and then, of course, you get that seed cannon by itself.